It's your boy Cam at Cam's Crappie Hole again, back at you one more time, okay? I'm trying to finish up this third chapter. The big boys are back in town. All right, listen, I want you guys to understand. Let's get very, very comfortable and let's sit back and relax. And I want you guys to learn when I'm learning, okay? I have no idea. I sat back and I did all my homework on the computer. I looked at the weather, looked at the wind, looked at everything. And there's only one way to tell if the fish are biting, okay? This is not going to be one of those videos where you see me catch 8, 9, 10, 12 fish, okay? It's not going to be one of those videos. If I walk away with 2, I'm happy because I'm looking for those big 14, 15, 16-inch crappie right now, okay? The ones with the big hips on them. And let me say this to you guys. Let me pull you forward a little bit so you guys can see. We're not on a meat run today. We know that unequivocally. We're not on a meat run. Okay? So I'm running 1/16 diesel bill hooks, and I got a minnow on them. Okay? Now, Cam, why are you running the jig head hooks and attaching a minnow on them? The reason why I'm doing it versus a regular hook with a split shot, because the diesel bill hooks are painted. I got a candy red, loud candy red. I got that loud orange. I got the black. I got the grape on there, chartreuse on there, and a couple of other colors. But it's loud. Okay, a regular hook and a split shot's not loud. So hopefully they'll be able to see it a whole lot better. Remember, if crappie can't see it, they can't bite it, right? Now you guys have saw some of my earlier segments in the prior years that I was running just a hook and a split shot, and we have those on our website. Okay, those slow death hooks, the nasty bin hook. So we have those. I get it, but the last couple of years, guys, I've been running that jig head, the 1/16, the 1/8, and even the 1/32. So it's early morning, and I gotta lower my voice. Now we got a thunderstorm rolling in, and I've done a lot of crazy things. Generally, I don't do it. I'm rushing. I got to remember to slow things down. I'm just like you guys. You know, you want to get on the water. You want to see if you can catch fish. Okay? But I got to slow things down a little bit. And let's see if we can have a little bit of luck. Let me explain this to you before we're actually in that hot zone right now. Got a little wind. Water's clear. Hopefully I'm going to be catching them in about 2, 3, 4 feet of water. But we got a little bit of wind. I'm going to let that wind kind of blow us around a little bit. Sometimes that can work in your favor when it's a little headwind. All right? So let's learn together, guys. We've done all our homework, 80% of it. There's only one way to find out if, in fact, that the fish are biting, and that's to get out there and see. I got to get ready to come out of this jacket because it's warm. It's humid. It's supposed to be a thunderstorm that's coming. No, when I start talking loud, the dogs start barking. Also, I want to mention to you, I don't have any electronics, all except the depth finder. I want to make sure that I'm in the right depth because I do not want to be fishing in 10, 12 feet of water because I know that they are spawning. We're in the middle towards the end of the crappie finishing up spawning. If you're down here in Atlanta, today we're going to be 77 degrees. Crappie, the water temperature is going up. But right now it's still 64 back here in the back. In the middle, it was 70. So, you know, depending on where you guys are geographically located is depending on the water temperature, depending on the spawn, okay? So let's get on up here and let's see if we can have some luck. We may not catch anything. You guys may be just doing what I'm doing, just looking. See if we can figure out something. Whatever it is, guys, we're going to do it together. Sort of heated conversation about minnows and plastics. Now, I want to say this to you guys, and you've heard me say this before, you have to listen to what the crappie want. I do not like fishing with minnows. I do not like fishing with minnows. I prefer plastics all day long. And when I see some of you guys just vertical jigging with plastics this time of the year and catching, I get jealous of that. Okay? Minnows, you have to keep them alive. There's just a lot of maintenance. But there are times, guys, when crappie only want minnows. And when they want minnows, you have to give them what they want. You can sit right there and be hard-headed if you want to, and tried it all day, 3 or 4 hours, giving them plastic, and they're not biting, you gotta try something else. Now, year after year, one of the main reasons why they spawn back here is because there's a hard bottom. You see that riprap up there in the shore, those big rocks? They're also down here in this area because of erosion. The Army Corps of Engineers put those rocks down there, and it's a hard bottom. So down here, 24 feet. Right in here, all this area right here, it's only about 3, 4, 5, 6 feet. And if you go towards the shore, it gets even shallower, like 2 feet. Look, look. Yaannk! That's what we're looking for, those males. Look at this rascal. This is what we're looking for. They're down there. Look at how black he is. Wow, look at this. I think this is probably one of the blackest males that I've ever caught. And I think I probably caught him before because he has a scar on his lip. Look at that. That's a 12-inch crappie, guys. Look how black he is. Look at that. We're going to ease him back in the water. Let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you. That was off of that red, that candy apple red diesel bill hook. This year, that candy apple red, look how big that gap is in that hook. Look how black this rascal is. Okay? We're going to ease him back in the water. Remember, we're not on a meat run. Let's ease him back in the water. There you go. Let him go back. So, let me say this. We know that was caught in 4 feet of water. We know they're just sitting down there. So I told you guys before we started, just chill, sit back and relax. Let those minnows do what they know how to do. Did you see how black he had his tuxedo on? Did you see how black that rascal was? We know they're spawning. I can smell them. Let's get this one baited back up. Those diesel bill hooks are super, super sharp. That is the sharpest crappie hook in the world. There ain't no other hook that's sharper than that. If you know somebody that, look at this, look, look. Yaannk! Yaannk! Come here, come here. Let me get the net. I don't know what this is. Let me get the net. Oh my goodness, what is this? It's a big crappie again. It's your boy Cam doing his thing. Look, that's off that bright orange. That diesel bill hook. Look at this. Come in here, big boy. Come in here. Come in here. Yaannk! Guys, I'm in 4 feet of water. That lets you know they're spawning. 4 feet of water. Look at this big girl here. Come here, big girl. Let's see them hips, big girl. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. That's why I have to have this net. Guys, I'm still in 4 feet of water. I do not. What is that commercial? Don't leave home without it. I just dated myself. American Express? Look, I do not leave home without this net. Right now, next to that paddle on my boat, this net is my best friend. Don't make a lot of noise, Cam. Look, that diesel bill hook. Let me show it to you. That diesel bill hook. Guys, if you are not running this diesel bill hook, that's that orange. You're gambling. You're gambling. Look at that. Let me say, I'm gonna turn around. Let me move out a little bit. Let me move out a little bit. I want to say something to you guys, then we're gonna release her. Or him. It's a male. He got his war paint on as well. Let me say this to you guys. Let me pull out a little bit. Come on, Cam, move out. You're making too much noise, Cam. You're making too much noise, Cam. You're making too much noise, Cam. You're making too much noise. Now watch this. This is why I got that depth finder on there. We're going to move about 10 yards. Watch this. I'm moving 10 yards out, right? 10 yards. Look, now I'm in 8 feet of water. Now I'm in 8 feet of water. See some structure down there too. Okay, let me say this to you. Let me see, the wind's kind of blowing a little bit. You and I grew, this is both you and I. We grew up off of that little hook that you guys would buy in the big box store, right? We grew up off of that hook, you and I. You and I grew up off of that. Let me kind of make sure I don't make too many fast moves. I don't want nothing to go overboard. You and I grew up off of that little hook. Look at this. Do you really think that I'm going to trust? Look, I'm going to trust that hook to this big rascal here? Do you really think I'm going to do that? Guys, everything you see that I'm using right now, my 9-footers, my 10-footers, The diesel built hook, everything is right down there below the video. Look at this big girl. Oh, sorry, male. let's let him go. Again, they're spawning, and I'm already up since March 300 crappie. Let's let this one go. All right. If you're having a good time out there, guys, let me know it down in the comments. I told you guys we're only going to catch a couple. I'm going to do a cutaway so I can show you exactly what I'm using. This is simple fishing, ABC 1, 2, 3 type stuff. Okay. The only difference, if I can do this, the only difference between me and you is that I walk around with a camera. That's it. If I can do this, you can do this. If you're thinking about spider rigging, get in contact with me. Okay. Remember, all of my rod and reels all of my combos come with a reel. You don't have to go out and search for a reel. Okay. You got the 9-footers and the 10-footers. Free shipping. Diesel built hooks, I custom make them for you. So when you order, look, I'm your tailor. I'm your tailor. You're not buying a suit off the rack. I'm making it for you. So when you order your diesel built hooks, I melt the ingots, the lead, and I powder coat them. Me and my crew. Okay, let's get back in there and see if we can get one more. This time of the year, April, guys, you're going to experience some change in the crappie's habits. Now, you've seen me casting and retrieving, throwing that curly tail jig, brush piles, beaver dam, and even up in the shallows. But listen, the water temperature is going up now. So you're getting ready to start exiting in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, pre-spawn, depending on where you're located. What do you do then? I want to pose this question to you. You can pause the video. What do you do then? If they're out of pre-spawn, what do you do? Well, you guys have heard me say this before. If in fact that they're no longer in pre-spawn and you can't cast and retrieve, what if they're down in structure at 7, 8 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet? What do you do then? Well, let me give you a hint. As you can see in this video, you break out your long rods, okay? And these things are so versatile. You guys have seen me, and I know a lot of you guys say, man, those long rods. Listen, don't be intimidated by these long rods, okay? They're extremely versatile. You can do a lot of things with these long rods. You just saw me use my 10-footer. This is a 10-footer here. It comes with the reel, okay? A 7-ball bearing reel. You can see it here, okay? The difference between a 9-footer and a 10-footer, obviously, a foot, but it's white faded to blue, the 10-footer, and my 9 is white faded to red. Pure carbon fiber. But listen, you can use these as trolling rods. You can use them for vertical jigging, and you can also use them for spider rigging. Okay? These things are so solid. We've shipped over 1,100, and not one has come back due to broken rod catching fish. Not one. That's how strong it is. Now, I want to tell you this. I designed this for crappie, but a lot of people use it for sheephead. Cats use it in saltwater, inshore, because that backbone is so strong on this. And also, you can see I extended the EVA grip another 3 inches, so you can wrap your hand around this bad boy and get a good grip. You're seeing me use it right now. And look, here's the 9-footer. It's white faded to red. You can see it comes with a reel as well. You can see I got it marked right here, the 6-foot mark. And it's white. Let me see if I can show it to you. Faded to red. Okay, beautiful red. All of them are pure carbon fiber, and all of them have a lifetime warranty with them. Okay, so all you have to do, if in fact that you break them, the tip, go into your favorite hole, run into a tree or something, anything, whatever it takes, you just get in contact with me. All the details are on the website. Okay, this is sort of like a series of running the big boys are back in town. Let me tell you what they're doing, and you see it on the video. The deepest part is off to my right. That's the basin, which is about 24 feet. And up there where I'm fishing in that cove, it goes from 2 feet down to about 3 or 4 feet, 6 feet. That's where I'm catching them at. Okay, that's why I have the depth finder on there, so I'll know what depth I'm in. I'm not really concerned with the depth finder finding the fish. I just want to know that I'm fishing in the right depth, because I can smell them. They're still up there spawning. Okay? And also, I want to tell you guys this while I got you here, while I got your attention. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 50,000 total subscribers. Listen, it costs you thousandths of a second of your time to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that thumbs up button because it helps other folks like yourself find this type of content in YouTube's algorithm. Okay? So show me that love, man. Hit that button because I appreciate you guys so much taking time, spending some time with me. And also share it. Share it with your friends. Copy that URL, send it on, man. That helps me out a great deal. Even besides that, it's free. You can smell them. I'm downwind of them right now, and I can still tell that they're spawning. Water temperature, 63 degrees. Okay, we're in the middle of pre-spawn. But after this, the reason why, I'm kind of got a little bit ahead of myself. The reason why I want you guys to make sure that bell is clicked and you subscribe, because we're getting ready to go after shell crackers and we're getting ready to go after big bluegill. Okay? Just recently, what was it, 3 years ago, I spent $95 in red worms in one day. $95. We caught like 400. We were just on fire. So once, by the way, that is my favorite fish to catch. Whenever those shell crackers and those big bluegill, bull bluegill are running, I leave crappie alone. Crappie are very finicky, extremely finicky. So chasing them is the juice. So listen. Without further ado, guys, let's get back to the videos. Whenever, I want you to remember this, I'm fishing clear water. Water temperature is 63 degrees, clear water, so you only may catch 1 or 2 or 3. That's it, okay? Because they can feel that disturbance, and they're up there doing their thing, guys. And me and a buddy, we got kind of into a little hassle. Cam, I don't want to use minnows. I don't want to use minnows. I said, I agree with you. I don't want to use minnows. But you're going to have to give the crappie what they want. You got to learn to listen. Use your ears, guys, okay? I know you want to use plastics, but listen, if the crappie want minnows, you got to give them minnows. It's your boy Cam. Let's get back to the video, and I appreciate you joining me. Yaannk! $45 or more gets you free shipping. $45 or more gets you free shipping. If you want a discount, all the veterans, everybody that's watching my videos, use the code at checkout, HOOKS, hooks. Hooks, baby. Hooks, baby, and get 10% off. Anybody can do it. Let me back up a little bit. I'm all on top of the rods and everything. Here we go. Yaannk! This is it. Oh, man, what is this? Oh, boy. Look at this. Look at this. Yaannk! Whoa, look at this crappie. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Guys, this is a great way to end this segment. A great way to end this segment. We knew that we were going to catch. Oh, come in the net. Come in the net. A big boy again? God almighty. Let me pull out again, guys. Listen, the bite is slow. It's not that fast, but we knew that we had persistence on our side. When you have persistence on your side, you're doing your thing. Guys, do not stay off of that body of water. Look, that loud orange again. Look at that big boy there. Listen, you cannot trust these big old crappie. If you're catching big crappie, look at that. Look at that diesel built hook. You cannot trust that to that little big box store hook. Listen, don't sleep like that, guys. Go right downstairs and get your diesel built hook. That's the number. That's the second one we've caught off of that loud orange. That is one of our most popular colors. Listen, about a month ago when the postmaster said, Cam, I'm not telling you yes, I'm not telling you no, that you can or cannot ship, but if we have complaints, we have to stop. So until then, I'm going to keep shipping them to you guys, okay? Look at that diesel built hook, right in the roof of the mouth. Let me see if I can turn around real quick. Okay, I want to make sure that diesel built hook doesn't hook me. This your boy Cam with Cam's Crappie Hole. Let me back you up a little bit so you guys can see with scale. Okay, let me turn you around just a little bit. Bear with me a little bit, okay? Look at this big rascal here. We're finished for the day. Remember, $45 or more gets you free shipping, guys. I've been doing this for 11 years, and I want to say this before I get ready to end this segment. I want to say thank you guys so much for the love and support that you guys have been showing me all across the country. I've been hearing from you guys. Cam, if I can support this big box store over here, this big box store over there, I know I can support you, okay? The difference is, guys, you deal directly with me whenever you have any of my items. You call me directly, and I take care of you. You don't have to jump over hoops and do all that stuff. You just call me, Cam, this is what happened. Look, I got you. Don't even worry about it. Listen, until next time, let's let this big rascal go. Until next time, guys, keep those hooks wet, keep those lines tight, and we'll see you on the next turn. Yank! Okay. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm going to show you how to port from between the two largest e-commerce crappie and panfish stores in the world, okay, without having to put in your URL and do all that stuff. Okay, you see that red banner down at the bottom? It's either at the top or it's either at the bottom. Okay, right now I'm on camscrappiehole.com. You can see the slideshow going on. Okay, I'm going to show you two things: how to port between both of our stores with just one click of a button. Then I'm going to show you how to sign up for our email list, which is very, very simple, and all this stuff is free. Okay, so again, I'm on camscrappiehole.com right now. Right, you see that red banner right there? All you got to do is just click it. When you click that red banner, look, I'm at Cam's Crappie Combos. On Cam's Crappie Combos, if you want a pole just for your favorite rod, for your favorite reel, or you need a reel for your favorite rod, okay, you just pop right over to Cam's Crappie Combos. Okay, we have more selection of kits in Cam's Crappie Combos as well. Look, there's that red banner again. You see that? Okay, so to click back to camscrappiehole.com, look, click that red banner. Boom, you're right back at camscrappiehole.com. Okay, now to sign up for our email list, we send out discount codes that are time sensitive. We send them out probably 2 or 3 times a week. So it's free. It's worth your while to go into our store and just put in your email address and just punch enter. Okay, camscrappiehole.com. The same thing applies to Cam's Crappie Combos. Go all the way down to the bottom when the store opens up. You see that? This is just the first page. Right there, right above that last video, you'll see this right here. Let me see if I can put it up there. All you have to do is, it says sign up for our mailing list. Just put in your email address and then press that red block. Boom, that's all you have to do. Okay, for Cam's Crappie Combos, look. Let's go back to Cam's Crappie Combos. There's that red banner at the top again, right? You see that? Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Look. All the way down to the bottom, and it says subscribe to our mailing list. All you have to do, guys, put in your email address right there in the yellow and hit subscribe. Simple as that. Let's get to the video. Yank!